What's up, y'all? It's Loco, and today I got my boy Cash Dog on the channel. Tell him what's up.
Yeah, I'm back. We're in different time zones, and somehow we can find heaps of times to record. So we also don't have any friends, so we're back.
Today we're gonna be doing like the top 10 most overrated jutsus in Naruto, and this is not a troll video. Everything that we say here is like 100% fact. All of these jutsus are actually like ass, and I don't know why you guys like them so much. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing on the list that we got right here is the Manekyo Sharingan. This shit is it's actually bad, dude. Like, you go blind after using it for like 2 days? Like, come on now. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, Sasuke is blind in a day, you know? And he did put in work, but I mean, if you're not like an intel man and you're not planning it out like Itachi, you know, you're just gonna go blind, you know? It's sort of trash, really.
Like, the only person that this doesn't happen to is Obito, and that's like a plot hole in and of itself. Maybe you can argue he had like Hashirama cells and that's how he managed to like stop the blindness, but like for everyone else, they go blind in like a couple of days, right? Like Itachi like barely uses his Manekyo Sharingan, and like he can't see shit, you know. He uses like Tsukuyomi once during his fight with Sasuke, and he's already seeing like three he's seeing triple, you know. Like, it's actually not even good. Like, by the time you even evolve like the good armored Susanoo, like the meat and potatoes, you know, like you already cannot see shit, bro. You're like failing the vision test. You know what I'm talking about?
And if you like Kakashi or Obito, you need both of them to even activate a Susanoo. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Mangekyou is just ass. We don't even need to say anything else. Moving on to number 2, we have the Flying Raijin. Now, if you are not Minato or Tobirama, this shit is ass. Remember in the war art where you needed like 3 Leaf Shinobi needed to like fucking hold hands just to teleport Mei to the battlefield? That's like tell me how that is useful in the heat of battle. You have to go up to your 2 dudes and be like, "Hey man, hold my hand so we can teleport away." Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit is worthless, dude. Like, you're not gonna tell me any otherwise. And on top of all of this, the Flying Raijin is blatantly not as good as Sasuke's Amino Techi Kara. Like, his teleport jutsu thing, like, it's nowhere near as good. Like, you have to do prep time with Flying Raijin. You have to throw those goofy little kunai everywhere. Sasuke, all you gotta do is look at things and go, pow! You know, like, it's not even a contest.
Yeah, Kamui and Amino Techi Kara are just a better Flying Raijin.
Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, man. Like, the Flying Raijin is really overhyped. Like, Tobirama is supposed to be like this god whenever he's hyped up by those goofy ass Tobirama fans, but he just gets immediately like fucking noped by Madara. Like, he tries to do that Flying Raijin shit and come right behind him, but Madara just like dead ass like no diffs him and just starts laughing at him while he's like can't move with the Renegon rods in his back. Like, the Flying Raijin is actually dog shit, especially if you're not like Minato or Tobirama, and it's just blatantly not as good as like any other teleport jutsu in the fucking series.
And like, you know, the reason those people are so hyped up is because even just their base movement speed is impressive, and now they can sort of teleport. So you get this idea that's like, well, maybe they're just fast anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Moving on to number 3, we have the 8 gates, specifically the 8th gate. Now, okay, maybe Guy got a pretty cool power boost whenever he unlocked the 8th gate, but he fucking died at the end, or at least he should have if Kishimoto didn't
the whole fight.
Yeah, man. Like, he needed help. He needed help from fucking Lee, Minato, I think Kakashi too, and like he still couldn't beat Madara. He had like the most powerful taijutsu in the entire series up until Boruto, at least. Fight me, but like he couldn't even beat like the weakest form of like Jubidara, right? The one Renegon pre-God tree. Like, the 8th gates is actually ass, especially considering the fact that you die afterwards, right? Like, if Naruto hadn't pulled that fucking wizardry shit and like replaced his heart, like like what the fuck was it good for, right? And he lost his legs. Like, he in Boruto, he's like in a wheelchair, bro. Like, it was all for nothing.
Might die, like barely even got through the swordsman. You know, it's kind of trash, if I'm being honest. You know, the swordsman are nothing. You give it to a character and they can't even beat part 1 Kakashi. Crazy.
Now, maybe like the actual other 7 gates aren't that bad. They give like pretty cool amps, but once you start getting to like the 7th gate, like the toll it takes on your body is pretty massive. So like, really, maybe you can make a case that the other like 6 gates aren't that bad. They're actually like pretty good. But like once you get to the 7th and especially the 8th gate, like don't even use that shit. It's not worth it.
Nah, bro, Lee couldn't even crack Gaara's armor. Like, if you've got any counter to taijutsu, the 8 gates are trash. You need counters to taijutsu for sure. Lee couldn't do anything.
Next on the list, number 4 is the Gentle Fist. This shit is ass.
Oh man, yeah, not this is not good. It doesn't do anything in the whole series. Anything. Like, name one thing it does. It's like, oh, like it defeated Naruto. No, it did not. It's like it defeated Kidomaru. It's like, okay, and Neji couldn't close the distance because it's just like a close quarters thing, and it was kind of like a plot win, that win anyway. And in part 2, what does he do? Nothing. Literally nothing. Could he use a rotation against the Ten Tails? Nah, apparently not. It's trash.
Gentle Fist, it could have been good, like, if it had been expanded upon. Like, the Byakugan was originally supposed to be stronger than the Sharingan, but, like, nah, that shit is pretty ass. Like, when you really think about it, it hasn't done anything. Except for that one time where it took Naruto down. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Neji lost that fight. So, I really don't think the Gentle Fist is on shit, you know?
Yeah, even, it's like, is the Byakugan even doing anything in Boruto? You know, if Naruto gets beat up by Momoshiki using Gentle Fist, he just gets back up. He does not care. It literally doesn't do anything.
Actually, the one time Gentle Fist worked was when Himawari used it on Hokage Naruto. So I'll give y'all that. Yeah, for all y'all in the comments that are like Neji stans, like the Gentle Fist worked on Hokage Naruto. So I'll give you that.
Yeah, I wish it was good, but, you know, it's just not. It just doesn't do anything. The Hyuga just get overshadowed by the Uchiha, even the Akatsuki. You know, it's like, what's an Neji going to do against Deidara? What's an Neji going to do against, you know, Sasori? Nothing, you know? You've got to get close range. If you've got any distance, you just get folded.
Yeah, man. Moving on to number 5 on the list, we have Shadow Clones. Now, there's a reason why this is a forbidden jutsu, and that's because it's straight dog shit, right? If you are not someone that has a massive amount of chakra, you will literally die after using like 2 clones because it splits your chakra up. Like, it divides it up amongst the clones. So, like, you will just straight run out of chakra in no time.
Yeah, Kakashi prefers lightning clones to shadow clones. He knows how to do it. He always uses lightning clones. And we talked about this before. The wood clones are just better, probably. Like, more than likely. You know, Naruto's struggling to use Sage Mode and Shadow clones. He's really struggling. Madara just whips out 25 wood clones and they can all use a Susanoo.
Literally, Shadow clones are probably like the worst type of clones in the series, except for like the basic vanilla clone jutsu. Like, lightning clones are better, Itachi's water exploding clones are better, wood clones are obviously better because you can stack Susanoo on top of that, Limbo clones are better because you can't fucking see them, so on and so forth.
And even like in Naruto's best showings with Shadow clones, it's like some of Naruto's best feats are when it's just one-on-one. You know, he gets beat up by Kimimaru with a QB amp and Shadow clones. The only thing the Shadow clones really do is fight Mitsuki and who's that other guy? Gaara. Like, they fight Gaara a little bit. But the Naruto Shadow clones, they are cool, they're iconic, but they don't really get the job done. The summoning jutsu and the Rasengan gets the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Moving on to number 7 on the list, we have Kodo Amatsukami from Shisui Uchiha, the man himself. This shit is actually like people love to hype this shit up and say that it's like on fucking infinite Tsukuyomi level. Nah, bro, like Obito and Itachi were able to replicate the same feats with like a fucking base Sharingan, especially Obito. He controlled a perfect Jinchuriki, who is supposed to be immune to Genjutsu, by the way, for like a decade, and then he was able to control the fucking Nine Tails with a fucking base Sharingan, right? When it rampaged through the Hidden Leaf Village, right? Like, Kodo isn't doing all that. Like, you can only use it like once every 10 years, bro. That's ass.
And even the version that Danzo had, if Loco got caught by Kodo, I could just say, hey Loco, you're under Kodo Matsukami. And then Loco could go, oh cool, and then he's out of it, you know? No other Genjutsu is like that, especially an Ocular Sharingan, let alone a Manekyo Sharingan Genjutsu. It's just not happening for Kodo.
Yeah, no type of Genjutsu could trick me into thinking Kodo Matsukami is actually fucking good, bro.
Yeah, the Tsukuyomi is better. You know, Sasuke's Manekyo Genjutsu is better. Obito's base Sharingan Genjutsu is better. You know, it's just not all that. And maybe the 10-year cooldown one is good, but I don't know, like it's got all this hype and it doesn't really make sense. Like, Itachi still is able to do things, you know, with Sasuke and is able to, you know, quote unquote protect the Leaf Village and all that, but is he really under a genjutsu? Is he really? Like, he's doing a lot of Itachi-like things. So I don't think so. I'm not buying it.
I just, like, people really think Koto's that strong when Sasuke, like, fucking blinked at all 9 Bijou and then put him under his control at the end of the series. Like, Koto's not like that.
Forgot about that. Nah. And then Sasuke can just do it again.
Fucking hell. Yeah. It's not like he has to wait 10 years. Alright, number 8 on the list, we have C0, Datara's special unaliving bomb, right? Now, it's pretty cool. It's like Bijou Dama level, right? But if fucking Manda was able to tank that shit, or maybe he didn't take it. Like, he died shortly after, but if he was able to survive for a short amount of time, like, I don't think C0 was all that. It was, like, supposed to be Datara's, like, special, huge, like, art explosion type shit. But we just see, like, the Bijou of Naruto and Sasuke and Madara and all these crazy characters pulling off like similar feats casually in the war arc. Like, Datara is a cool character and all that, but C0 was kind of a waste.
Yeah, I think C4 is just better, if I'm going to be honest. C4 literally disintegrates you if you can breathe. So it might actually be better. If C4 hit Manda, there would be nobody. You know what I mean?
If Sasuke didn't have the Sharingan, it would have been over as soon as C4 came out. But like C0,
exactly.
Like, even Sasuke was like, yeah, man, I got a little bit beat up because the blast wave hit me a little bit. And he like survived. Like, sure, he needed Karin to heal him after that, but he was having like a conversation with Team Heavy after that. He was like, yeah, man, Datara was really cool and all this shit, so and so, this and that. Now I need to go find Itachi. Like, he just dusted that shit off his shoulder, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
I think a few paper bombs might actually do more damage to Manda's body than the C4. C0. I'm gonna be totally honest. You know the paper bombs that Hanzo uses. They might actually fuck up Manda more.
Moving on to number 9, we have the Reaper Death Seal, man. Tell them why this shit is ass, bro.
All right. Kushina thinks that Minato can just seal the Nine Tails without Reaper Death. Okay, just straight up, just his sealing is that good. Also, apparently Hagoromo can do a similar thing with the Renegan. And you know what? None of these characters had to die. You know, Hiruzen was able to do a little bit with it, but you know, is that really kind of outweighing the fact that you have to die to use it to seal away 1 to 3 people? Like, I don't think so. Like, no jutsu in the whole Naruto show has like I get to hit you and I die. Imagine if Itachi used the Totsuka blade and then he died. It'd be so bad, you know? Totsuka blade is just better Reaper Death.
The Reaper Death Seal is just such like a weird trade-off because Hiruzen was able to make like Orochimaru like kind of a cripple because of it, I guess. It like spurred on like a whole arc, like the Search for Tsunade arc, but like, what has it really done after that? Like, it killed Minato like unnecessarily, like Catchdog said. I'm pretty sure it's like never used again. Otherwise, when like in the war arc, it's shown like you can actually like fucking reverse the Reaper Death Seal if you have like the release mask or something like that.
Yeah, that's bad.
So it's really like, what's the point of fucking dying if all you have to do is just like wear a mask and then everybody else comes back to life? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, is there a Totsuka blade mask that Itachi can pick up, you know, to get Nagato's soul out? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Moving on to some honorable mentions before we get to the last thing on the list. We have the Susanoo, and not the perfect Susanoo, but like the basic rib cage Susanoo. That shit can be like destroyed by like low Kage level fighters, like fucking Mei, right? She was able to like evaporate Sasuke's fucking rib cage, like with one of her basic ass jutsus. And of course, like, Madara's ribcage was able to be cracked by the Raikage and Tsunade, right? So these like Kage level fighters are actually able to crack Susanos, right? So like, is it really the best defense, you know?
Yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand with how we think like the Susanoo and the Manekyo might just be overrated. Sasuke fights for 1 day with the Susanoo and he goes blind. And then what can you do? Nothing. He would have died to base Naruto probably. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell, bro. He would have died to like Kakashi at that point, bro. I don't even know.
Yeah, having the Susanoo up is a bit of a problem in early, you know, part 2 and stuff, but these characters' AP just gets out of control by like mid to late Shippuden, and the ribcage was, you know, nearly getting handled by Danzo, you know?
Next honorable mention on the list is Tengai Shinsei. Yeah, it's cool and all when Madara pulls out the 2 meteors, but one of them was able
Onoki caught it.
Yeah, he caught it. Onoki caught it.
Easy.
Gaara and Onoki were just able to hold that shit up, bro. Like, I don't think it was all of that. Like, everybody in the Shinobi Alliance was like, yay, they stopped it. They were sure they stopped it. Like, if Madara didn't have that second meteor up his ass, it would not have been impressive at all. Like, he summoned 1 meteor, but fucking Onoki and Gaara were able to stop it. I don't know, man.
I think if Madara used 1 Chibaku Tensei, he might have actually killed more people.
Fucking hell. He would have made like a Chibaku Tensei like out of all the bodies of the people in the Shinobi Alliance.
Just a red rock in the sky.
Speaking of Onoki, particle style is actually pretty mid. Like, yeah, sure, it's busted. Like, you can disintegrate everyone, but when has it actually ever killed anyone in the entire fucking series? Like, even when it hit Madara, it's because he wanted it to land just so he could show off like Hashirama's face to everybody. He could just absorb it with the Rinnegan. Like, particle style was so like lame when it came out because like everyone had a counter to it. Obito had Kamui, Madara had the Rinnegan, and Lord Mu was able to counter it with his own particle style. So it wasn't even all that, you know.
Lord Mu can't even use it, you know? and then I think it makes Onoki die in Boruto. So yeah,
oh, it
not that great.
does. It does.
Not the best jutsu, definitely a bit overrated. I think the only thing it kills is that thing in Boruto that I don't even care to name.
I don't even know what that is. I don't watch Boruto
It's like a
filler.
Otsutsuki clone thing. I hate it.
Moving on to the last item on the list, possibly the most overhyped jutsu in the entire series, or maybe at least during the middle of Shippuden, we have Kieran. Kieran is ass. Yeah. We were talking about it before, and it's possible fucking Itachi didn't even block it with the Susanoo. He could have just stood there and took that shit because Kieran is so weak, bro. Like, maybe his ribcage Susanoo tanked Kieran, and we already like talked about how fucking Kage level fighters could break through Susanoo. So apparently the fucking Kieran thing isn't even fucking Kage level. I don't even know, man, but like Kieran isn't like, it's not all that.
And like Zetsu is like describing the Susanoo for the first time, you know? Zetsu should be able to see everything that's happening on the battlefield. So it might, base dead Itachi might have just tanked it. You know, maybe. And then he fights Naruto, like the Kieran fights Naruto and doesn't even put a scratch on him.
Yeah, that was filler, but still, like, bro. The fucking...
Even the animators think it's bad.
Even the own fucking writer, just like Kieran was negged as soon as it came out. Like Itachi's like, now I will show you my ultimate jutsu. What do you think of this? It was hype when Sasuke pulled it out, sure, but when it's immediately just like dismissed by Itachi's better jutsu, like his objectively better Susanoo, it's not even a threat, dude.
And the prep time as well. You think someone's just gonna let Sasuke shoot fireballs in the air without like his opponent fighting him back, you know? And maybe you can think like, oh, well, Sasuke was going to use it on Team 7 at the start. It's like, I think that was dropped. Because in the fight with Naruto, like, you know, they were fighting and then the rain starts coming and the lightning starts coming. So yeah, it does require prep time.
Yeah, man, I hope you guys liked our totally serious, non-troll of a list, right? All of these jutsus are really overrated by the Naruto fanbase, and even the anime fanbase as a whole. And we just really don't think any of these jutsus are good at all. I hate all of these jutsus on the list and the people that use them. I'm sure Catchdog feels the same, but...
Everything I've said has been fully serious. Everything. Everything that I just said, I meant, for sure.
So how about y'all tell us some other shitty jutsus down in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. If we were right, of course we were. If we were wrong, we weren't. But go check out Catchdog's channel. We're gonna have a collab up on there real soon. Link in the description. Thanks for
having me on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. But,
and you know, if you guys like this sort of style video, definitely subscribe to Loco. He does have these good entertaining videos all the time. Check out his CBR article, you know, similar vibes in that sort of video, man. Similar vibes in the Sanin video.
Yeah, man, we got some really cool stuff coming out, so be sure to subscribe to both of us, like the video, comment down below, and other than that, we're gonna catch y'all later. Peace.